Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is going to be either the 18th or 19th review of the Euro Snus playlist. And I'm saying it's one or the other because I'm not quite sure how this is going to fall. This is a pre-recorded video, sorry. So I'm not quite sure how this will fall. It'll be the second to last or the last of the grouping that's in now. We will be taking a look at Knox Loose or Loss, which is their lone loose snus product. So with that, we're going to take it over to the desk. And for those in Britain, again, it'll probably be well after the fact, but happy Boxing Day. Let's head over to the desk. Okay, and here we are. So, it has some Swedish on it, as you can see. And I do not know Swedish, so there. It is a plastic lid on a plastic can. All right. It actually is a pretty good looking product. It is not fiberboard, as I have noted. It is plastic. This is not a product in any of the lines from Swedish Match, to the best of my knowledge, and that is why. All right. So going to the side banding, it is perforated, as you can see. All right. You have a very long Swedish warning label, branding for the company, the fact that it is loose, and it is medium strength. Then you have branding again, medium strength, and loose. And that is it for that. Going to the back, you have more Swedish. It is coming in at 40 grams, which is more than a can of dip. It is slightly larger than a can of dip in the hand. It is about the same height-wise that way, but it is slightly larger. Let me get something to represent. All right. What the heck is this? It's from the paper towels. Never mind. So it is very slightly larger. And the inside, it feels like a hockey puck, but I was keeping this in refrigeration. So on the back, we have more Swedish. We have a best before date, which is tomorrow. As I said, happy Boxing Day. This is the 26th of December, 2022. It was wait a minute, what? It's also claiming that it was produced this month, which I'm not quite sure how that's possible. No, wait. No, sorry. Okay, never mind, because I was about to say I got this last month. That can't be right. Okay, it was produced in July on the 12th. Overseas in Europe, Britain as well, they will put the day before the month. Okay, so that's what you're looking at, and that's what just threw me somehow, even though I know better. And that is that. We're going to get into this. I have the crappy portion maker that I got here. This is going to open up real easy, obviously, because of those perforations. And I don't know if that's going to pick up. They sort of pop when they go around. Sort of like a satisfying popping sound. And there you go. Okay, so this is basically looking like everything else, and it is in a puck because it has been refrigerated. The moisture content is high. That said, because of the fine cut of the product, you will see it clump. It's not going to really register, but if I put the lid back on it, that fingerprint that I just put in there will probably be there. I could put this can back in the fridge, and it will probably be there next year. It doesn't expand back, to the best of my knowledge. It doesn't really leave anything on the fingers, although it feels tacky. All right? So we're going to go back up top, and I'll take a smell off this. I have not looked into this ahead of time, so I'm not exact. This, I am noticing this does seem to have some larger pieces. I don't know if you can see the one right there. There's a couple in here, not quite as large. There's one right there. I don't know how well that's going to pick up. I have not really seen that before. And then you have this thing right here, which looks like a piece that's partially dried a little bit. I'm not sure what that's about either. Anyway, we're going to take this back up top, and I will see what I think. Okay, and we are green light back, and the camera seems like it's going that way. Sorry. So there is something else odd about this that I've just realized now while I was moving the camera back. Now, because this is a loose product, they do not have any catch lid on these because you're not going to start spitting loose product of this into the little catch cup at the top and then close it back up because that's disgusting. Anyway, so the other brands from Swedish Match have usually had a very inset lid in the middle where on a portion product of theirs, normally there would be a catch lid. This is very clean and very flat. Yet when you go to the inside, it's still inset in there. And it would appear that there is a hollow spot. For reasons I don't quite understand, there is a hollow spot encased in plastic there. I just find that odd, but whatever. Anyway, so it'll have something to do with them using the same cans with a slightly altered lid, and the production of the lids varies very slightly. It'll be something goofy. Wow. Pretty strong smell coming off this. Smells like a natural, their version of natural with like a, there may be a citrus aspect, which would most likely be bergamot to this. I'm trying to get this thing down. The pencil's now failing and sliding around. This thing's absolutely horrible. Anyway, so basically you pull the thing back and it leaves a hollow in that, as you can see. I will, by the way, be putting this in my bottom lip. That's how I'm doing these. So then you press in to the can with that hollow, and you pull it out, and then you got your portion. All right? So I want to take a little bit more, so I'm not going to actually tamp it down. If you wanted less, you'd start tamping it down with this. Hopefully yours doesn't need a broken pencil out of the end of it, but you get what I mean, hopefully. Again, I don't know how these are all falling, but I did do one in the upper, and it just, I didn't enjoy it as much, to tell you the truth, which is why I'm not doing it again now. I'm hoping this has a strong citrus aspect, because I'll tell you what, out of all these loose products I've done, I think there's been 7 or 8 of them, the one I liked the most thus far, and it's a budget product, which made it even more, was the Mustang. And I've said that in other videos. I really dug the Mustang. And it was about at least $1 less than the next cheapest one. Of course, I do not have, I'm just realizing now, that's sort of crazy. The short neck still has the peel and stick on the bottom of it. I'm gonna use the short neck. So it's got a definite citrus aspect, going on. I don't think it's quite as strong as the Mustang, but it's much more than the last couple I've done. The last couple just naturals. The only one that's really thrown me and put me at odds with people in the comments, not at odds, but didn't fit together with what they thought, was the Kroger. Was it Kruger? The one that was supposedly dill accented. News to me afterwards. I was like, what? I didn't pick up any of that at all. Nicotine seems good on this. It's not like anything like I'm actually feeling like in my arms or hands. Nothing's tingling or anything like that, but it seems present. The citrus is nice. I find that their version of natural I enjoy more if it has that citrus aspect to it. Now, when I say citrus, I'm talking about bergamot. It's something that you wouldn't really be familiar with unless you were familiar with either Swedish snus or European nasal snuff. All right? It's an oil from a type of orange, basically. It's present in this. It's not as strong as the Mustang, but it's enough. And that's really basically it. I mean, it's a solid product. Now, you know what? I'm going to be hard pressed to see who is actually making this, because my eyes are getting worse. Scruff. S-K-R-U-F. The U has the little dots over it. So it is not a Swedish Match product, and to tell you the truth, that's fine, because I like a little, you know, I like different brands competing. When one company takes over a whole section of market, it's just not good for that market, in my opinion. Anyway, that is that. This has been my review of Knox Loose. It's pretty good. It's actually probably coming in second or third place out of the 7 or 8. All right? I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. Do take care of yourselves. And as always, God bless.